welcome or welcome back to a new video. Today I have a super exciting video. I am going to be doing my car tour. I'm not sure of the name of this video yet, but as you can see by the title of this video by now, you can tell what type of video this is. Yeah, I finally got a car. It's been months since I've been in Houston and I just been Ubering, and it's just been horrible, but that's what I had to do, and just be patient and wait until the right time to get a car. And I finally got one, and I'm very, very happy with it because I worked very hard. You know, I put in work for this car and it just worked. Everything just worked out the way it was supposed to. God made it all work out, and this car was meant to be mine. Yeah, so today I'm just gonna do like a car tour, and I'm also gonna decorate my car. Not really decorate, but put like little accessories in it as well. I got a whole bunch of Amazon boxes back there, and also and I'm just gonna give you details of how the whole process of the car buying process went, because it is a process. It's like a very tedious process. I did give you guys a little bit of details my last vlog, but today I'm gonna go into a bit more detail, and I might put a little bit of footage from the dealership. I tried to vlog, but I didn't really want to vlog because I was just so stressed out and I was tired, because I spent like hours at the dealership. I was just tired. I just wanted to get the car, but obviously it's not an easy process, so it took some time. But before we get started into me talking about getting the car, I am gonna do my hair. It's gonna be like a kind of chit chat, get ready with me on, because I am gonna step out. I gotta go to AutoZone and just pick up some stuff still, so I'm just gonna get ready and kind of do a chit chat and just explain the whole process of how I got this car. So yeah, but this is my hair. Yeah, I know. I took the clip-ins out, which I'm gonna put back in actually. But I'm just brushing out my hair. And I'm just gonna oil my scalp and stuff real quick before, oh, this is so tight. Before I put in those clip-ins, because you know, my hair needs a lot of moisture, so oiling behind my ear. I'm gonna get them edges, because you know, trying to go back our edges. And I'm just gonna massage that in. So I am gonna go in with these Irresistible Me clip-ins. They were kind enough to send me these clip-ins, which I already altered because I cut just to make it match my hair length. But this is the packaging that it comes in, and I didn't show this the first time, but before you open the actual package, they have like a little piece of, it says try me, so they have a clip in here which you can try and match to your hair, just to see like if the clip-ins are going to match. So they have this little piece of clip-in here that you just match to your hair before you open the actual package, to see if the hair is gonna match your hair, which is pretty cool, because it's like, what if you open the whole package and the hair just doesn't match? And you know, not saying you can't send it back, but you just save them the trouble, and you could just try their little piece of like hair to see if it matches. But this is the Try Me clip, which you can use as well if it does match your hair. And these is the wefts and the clips. The clips aren't that hard to like clip and unclip. They're pretty easy to clip onto your hair. Like, it's been pretty easy to work for me. I am gonna use this piece. I didn't use it the first time because clearly like I looked past that when I was doing when I got it the first time. But it does come with extra clips in case one of your clips fall out and you just want to put some clips back on there. You can just sew it onto the weft. And the hair does come in this mesh bag, this cute little mesh bag. It's in here. And like I said, I already altered the hair, but I do have one piece that I didn't cut or alter, but I'll show you guys that piece. And that is the biggest piece. This is the biggest piece in the packaging. And the hair is very, very thick. Like from top to bottom, their hair is very, very thick. Like, I have no complaints about the density of the hair. These are the clips. It's easy to clip and easy to unclip. Like I said, this is the thickest and biggest piece of like clipping that's in there. I didn't put this in my hair because my hair is very fine and I think you would be able to see this clip, so I didn't put it in my head. I just left it out. But I did use the other smaller clips. And again, I already altered the hair. I cut it. I did get 20 inches, but I cut it just to match the length of my hair and give it a bit more fullness because my hair is not full. So I did cut it, but these are the clip-ins. And altogether, I think it's 7 pieces plus the try me piece, so that'll be 8 pieces. This clip, so that it's probably like the 2-piece clip. And clip that in on the back of my hair. I'm gonna use this to clip and just clip that on the back because this was the first piece I put in the back of my hair, and I'm just gonna show you guys how that's done. Hopefully you guys can see it, no issue. I don't know, but my hair texture, my type of hair has texture, so I didn't need to tweeze it. So moving on to the next clip. But this is how it looks after I put all the clips in my hair. I used all the clipping pieces except like 2. I think, yeah, 2 is what I didn't use. And they blend in so good outside of these pieces that are like long that I couldn't get to blend into my hair. I don't know, for some reason they're like extra long, and I thought I cut them to match my hair length, but it doesn't even look like I have clips in outside of that. Like, my hair, it just blends in really, really good. Yeah, my cut is not the perfect. It's not the most perfect cut. I'm not a beautician. I didn't go to hair school or anything. You know, I just be winging it because, yeah. But I'm just gonna go ahead and flat iron it. Once I flat iron it, it's gonna blend in much better, and I guess I can just cut these long pieces to have it blend in even more. So let me go ahead and flat iron this hair. This is how the clip-ins look after I flat ironed it. My hair is a little oily, but yeah, but it looks like my hair. You can't even tell. Like, what clip-ins where? But anyways, make sure you go check out Irresistible Me, and if you're interested in getting their hair, use my discount code down below and get some money off. And yeah, but moving on, because I know you guys want to hear the process, the car buying process, because it is a process. Yeah. First, let me do my brows, because I don't think I can do any of my makeup. Like, I have to do my brows first, and when I do my brows, I gotta focus, because they not about to be looking crazy or boxy, or, you know. I moved almost 8 months ago from New York to Houston, and I came here and I basically started from zero. I had no car, none of my like furniture. Well, I barely had furniture because I only took my bed frame, mattress, and let me zoom this in. Hi. So I only took my mattress, my bed frame, and my box spring, and I didn't really have any furniture. I only took me and my son's clothing, and that's pretty much it. So I started from zero, absolutely nothing. So I came to an empty home, and also my things didn't get here till a month after I came, so I literally had nothing. I was living out of a medium-sized suitcase, and King was living out of a carry-on suitcase for like a month. But granted, we didn't even really go anywhere. Like, I was still working because I work from home, and also we didn't really do much because I didn't have a car. And I mean, yeah, I didn't do much. I had just came here. Like, there was not much I can do. Like, obviously I needed a car, and some months went by. I had to save up, you know, because I just did this big move. It's financially, it's hard when you're doing everything by yourself, but I kind of had to save up, get my credit right, of course, as well, because I didn't want my interest to be too crazy. And yeah, so during that time that I didn't have a car, I was taking an Uber everywhere, like, and most of the time I stayed home because I just didn't want to have to go through the hassle of like taking an Uber. And so it was really annoying having to take an Uber here because everyone drives. Like, you know, people probably only take Ubers if they're like going to the airport or something like that, but like everyone drives. And the Ubers weren't expensive, but they add up because King goes to school, so every morning I had to take an Uber to drop him off, drop him off at school, then come back. Then also I had to take one in the afternoon to go pick him up and come back home as well. So they add up, and thinking about it, like, those could be my car payments, but still I had to still get my financial situation right, and also I had to get my credit right. So it was like a waiting process, just me. I had to be patient. Yeah, so during those 7 months I was taking an Uber. So now I'm just going in with this NYX what is this, lift and snatch brow tint pen, and I'm just gonna fill in my brows like hair stroke, like. Alright, so this is how that looks. I promise it'll come together. It looks crazy, but it'll come together. Shit. But as I was saying, I had to get my life situated so I can get a car. So I knew I was planning like end of February, early March. That's what I was planning for. because why was I planning for that time? I don't even know, but that's the time I was planning to get a car. Like, that's what I had said. That was like my deadline for myself. Like, you know, that's what I was planning for. So January rolls around and I start like going to, well, granted I only went to 2 dealerships, but I started the process like mid-January, I want to say, I think. So I go to a dealership. Before we even get to the dealership part, I was kind of online just looking at cars, and you know, like I'll see cars outside and I'll be like, ooh, like that's a nice car, that looks really nice, let me search that up, you know. And I did some online research and I was looking at Ford, and because we all know Ford is a reliable car, and I've heard how like they are good long-term cars and they like last, and their engines and all that is pretty good. So I was looking at like Fords, and then like I was looking at some Mazdas. A Mazda is really what I wanted, but I wanted to get the best deal, honestly, and I had a budget as well. I didn't want to go over like 25K on a car either, so I was like, all right, I really need to like look and do my research and really like look for a good car. So the first dealership I went to was Ford. I went to the Ford near me because they had a car on their lot that was I think 26,000 if I'm not mistaken, but that was at another Ford dealership, and I ended up going to the one by me. It was in the same one, and they had the same car, but it was more, obviously, and they added all these like damn fees to it. But I did get to like tour the car. I didn't test drive it because then I didn't have my license. That was another process too. I had to go to the, not DMV, what is it called, the place where you get your driver's license, because here it's not the same. They have a specific place for driver's license, then specific place for cars. So it wasn't the DMV, it was like the driver's license something, I can't really remember. So I went there to go get my driver's license updated, and when I was going to tour my car, they didn't mail it out yet, so I didn't have that, so I couldn't even like test drive the car. But I did check the car out. I did see the pricing, and he had the breakdown for me, everything. That day I didn't really negotiate because I wasn't planning on getting a car, but I just wanted to see it and the price range and stuff like that, and the payments and stuff. So that's really all I wanted to do. So when I went to go look at that car, obviously they add all these fees. Like the car, I wanted to pay no more than the, well, that's what my friend that was negotiating with me said. He said you want to pay no more than the MSRP. I'm not really sure what that stands for, but I will find out and put it in this video. But he was like, you want to pay no more than that. So the MSRP of this Ford, I'm gonna say, was like 27 or 28, let's say. Like, but when he came back with all the paperwork, it was like 32, and I'm looking like, huh? Like, how did that happen? I'm just the girl. I don't know what's like, you know, I don't know. So then I really didn't negotiate nothing. I was just like, you know, I'm looking, today is not the day where I'm gonna get a car. I don't even have my license yet. So yeah, I just wanted to get the prices. So he gave me like his business card, and he was like, well, whenever you're ready to look, just give me a call back. So I came back home and I sent like a picture of the paperwork to my friend who helped me with the car buying process. And he was like, you see, like they add all these fees to the cars, and you have to let them know that you don't want to pay that. And I was like, oh, I didn't know. So they would have had me pay $32,000 for a car that's technically, they would have charged me $32,000 for a car that's technically 27. And he was like, you really just have to pay attention and just be very careful. So 2 weeks go by. My brother's here at this time. This was so random. I was like, oh, let's just go to the car dealership so I could see what's up. Like, I wasn't planning on getting a car at all. I'm like, I'm just going back and forth just to like explore my options. So I'm like, let's just go and see. Like, let's just go and see. Like, I was not planning on getting a car at all. Like, I wasn't even planning on test driving it, but I ended up test driving. So we went to Mazda because that is the car I wanted really, really bad. I wanted a Mazda. I wanted the CX-30, if I'm not mistaken. That's the one I wanted. I had seen one online. That one was going for about 26K. I think 26,800. I think that's what it was going for. And we went to that exact dealership that had that exact car in the color that I wanted. It was white. So we went to the dealership. I pulled up, and Tyler is the guy that is my SA. He's the guy that helped me with the whole process. So he, you know, he greeted us at the door, and I told him which car I was looking for. He was like, all right, let me just go to the back and see if they have it. He went to the back, they had it. He was like, oh, do you plan on test driving today? I did not plan on test driving that day. I didn't even want to test drive because, you know, that's how they get you when you test drive. You like, ooh, this is nice. Like, should I get this car or not? So I was like, no. He was like, well, we really want you to test drive. See, oh, we really want you to test drive. So I was like, all right, whatever, let me just test drive it. And I haven't driven a car in a while. Like, it's been a couple of months. I probably drove one time since I got to Houston, and driving on these roads here, yeah, I drive crazy. Like, New York, I can drive there like with no issue at all, no problem. But here is like a different ball game. So I'm like, all right, whatever, like, let me just test drive the car and see how I like it. So he brings the car out front. The car is much smaller inside than I expected. I thought it would be much more spacious, but everything else looked the same on the car, but just inside of the car was much smaller. But I wasn't complaining because this was within my budget. This is what I was looking for. So I test drive the car, boom, boom, bang. He's explaining everything to me. The car is really nice. Like, it drives smooth. Like, everything is like perfect with the car. Like, the only thing that I probably wanted was for inside of the car to be much bigger and leather seats, but it's fine. You know, because having leather seats would increase the prices as well, so it's fine. So I come back after I test drive the car. We go back inside, and he like hands me the paperwork, and he's like, here, like, this is how much the car is, you know, these will be your payments if you financed or lease. Like, I weighed out both finance and leasing options, and he was like, I went in with a Fenty, what is this, her Pro Filter Soft Matte concealer, and next I'm gonna go in with my NARS. I forgot which shade this is. I can't remember what shade this is, but I'm just gonna go in on my NARS foundation and put that all over my face. But yeah, he comes back with all the paperwork. Well, not all the paperwork, just like options for financing and leasing. If I did 60-month lease, 70 month, 72 months, 48 months, you know, he just came back with all these like options for me. And I'm looking at it, and they did the same thing. The car is going for 26,000. They wanted to sell me that car for 32. And I'm just looking at it like, I didn't say anything. I just looked at it. And again, I called my friend. I called him right then and there at the spot. And he was like, no. He was like, let them know you're not paying more than the MSRP, whatever, whatever. So I let him know that I said I'm not paying. I want to pay 26. That's what I want to pay for the car. And he's like, okay, well, let me go see what I can do. So he comes back, and he comes back with the car and everything, and now the car is down to 28. But the payments are like a bit high, and the interest is kind of like crazy or whatever. So I take a picture of it and send it to my friend, and this time he just calls and we're like on the phone. He's speaking to the SA, Tyler, and I'm just sitting there like I have no clue what's going on, but they're like going back and forth, like discussing all like the details of all these breakdown prices on the car. And he's like, why are they charging like her 2 times its tax or something like that, and also what is this fee on a paper. Like, they're just going back and forth, and Tyler is explaining to him, and my friend is like, no, she's not paying that, and can we have the payments drop down to this low? The amount I wanted my payments to be, I would have to put, they wanted me to put more down, but initially it was, no, I'm not putting nothing down, because nowadays supposedly people don't put anything down on a car. They just go to the dealership and they get the car. They don't really put anything down, because sometimes what you put down doesn't really go towards the base of the car, your car payment. So my friend was like, oh, we're not gonna put anything down. So they were like, oh, if you're not gonna put anything down, this is what your payment is gonna be, and this is what your interest is gonna be. And I'm like, that's a bit too high. Like, for me, that's not what I wanted to pay. Like, I have to consider my car payment, also my insurance, even though it's not gonna be as high, but still, like, I just have to be realistic about my monthly payment plans. So he's like, okay, let me go back and see what I can do. He goes back. Of course, they take like hours hours back there, and I feel like they do that just to like get you nervous, and like it gets you to just settle on the offer that they first presented to you. So he went back there, and he was back there, I want to say, for like 30 minutes, and me and my brother are like sitting there. But I had never planned to get the car that day. Like, that was never the plan. I just wanted to go tour cars and explore my options, but you know, I never planned to get the car that day. So Tyler's back there, you know, negotiating, I guess, with the finance department, and my friend and I are on the phone, and he's kind of like doing his calculations too, because he's thinking like long-term wise. He's thinking like, if you buy this car now for $26,000, how much are you really gonna pay for the car by the time you're done, you know, paying it off? He's like, do you really want to pay like almost like 42K? Because the interest they have brought me first. He was like, you would end up paying almost 42K for this car that's only 26,000. I'm like, dang, that's like a lot. I would be paying a lot in interest. He was like, yeah, I don't think that's like, it's really smart. I mean, granted, like the interest rates right now, like they're pretty high, but they're okay. Like, they're pretty high. So he's like, yeah, if we can get them to bring it down just a little bit more. He was going for a specific rate. He was like, if we could just bring it down just a bit more, so you don't have to pay that much in interest, that would really be good. So they come back with another offer. I can't really remember the offers off the top of my head, but they do come back with another offer. He's like, okay, so can you put down 1,600 and we can get you down to this rate? Do you want to take that? And he's like, we can do this right now, but you have to put down 1,600. So my friend, he's like, all right, we could do that, but it's still too high. Like, it's no problem, we can put down the 1,600, like that's no issue, but can you guys lower these monthly payments? Can we lower this interest? We just want it to be lower? And he's like, you know, this is the best we can offer right now. This is the lowest. We've checked like all the banks, and this is like the lowest offer we can find. And you know, my friend is like, all right, well, we want lower, so if we cannot get that, we're not gonna settle for this. Because he's like, I know we can get a better offer if we go outside ourselves and go shopping at banks. We can probably get a lower offer, but this is all like financing at this point. Like, I'm doing the financing option because I didn't get approved for the leasing options. Like, the dealership didn't approve me, so now we've moved on to financing. So the reason why I wanted to lease initially is because, like, when you lease, they don't tell you this, but my friend was telling me this. When you lease, you're renting. It's not your car, one, and you don't pay any interest on the car, two. So you're kind of saving money. Your leasing payments might be lower, and also the dealership is responsible for the car. If anything happens to the car, you just bring it back and they take care of it. So that's the reason why I wanted to lease, because I didn't want 100% of the responsibility of the car on me. So that's why I wanted to lease, which it made sense. Like, you know, I've never owned a new car before. I'm like, you know, I don't know much about cars. I'm just a girl. So that's why I wanted to lease initially, but I didn't get approved for that, and I did need a car. So I just went to the next option, which would be financing. So hold on. Oh, and I just went in with the Rare Beauty, this is the Lucky liquid blush. I don't know if the lighting is too bright. Yeah, so now I'm like financing. They're bringing back the different options for me for financing. So we tell them no, we're not taking that offer, and he's like, well, this is the lowest that we can get. We checked all the banks, which is what we wanted to do too. We wanted to go outside and check the other banks and see what options we would get as well. He's like, we already done that. Like, we checked Navy Fed, we checked all these other banks, and this is the lowest that we can get. If you want a lower payment, you would have to put down more. And we're just like, no, like, we're not putting down more than $1,600. So he's like, all right. He's like, all right, so you go home tonight. Mommy. All right, so you go home today, because by this time, like, all this negotiating back and forth, I was at that dealership for like 3 hours at this point. We got there at 6. We didn't leave till like 9. How about we go home, because right now there's not much we can do. We can't call out to the banks to try to negotiate the interest rates or your payments and stuff. So you guys go back home, and in the morning I will call the banks and see if they can give me a lower offer. So I'm like, all right, that's cool, like, we can do that. We can do that. So we leave that day. I didn't get the car. Had I settled for the offers they were bringing me, I would have had a car, but because I wasn't settling for that offer, we didn't end up getting the car. So we leave, go back home, and he does call back the next morning. He's like, he did speak with one of the banks, and they were able to lower it, and he gave me the rates the banks offered a rate. And I'm like, all right, well, let me take this and, you know, talk to my friend and see what he says. And I call my friend, and he's like, all right, that's not a bad rate, but he's like, see if they would lower it, see if they can lower it to this much. Like, he gave me a rate, see if they would lower, well, he gave me a payment, and he was like, see if they would lower your payments to this much. And I go back, I call him back, I'm like, hey, is it possible we can get the payments this low? He's like, the only option at this point is if you put down more money. He's like, are you willing to put down more money? I'm like, no. The most I'm gonna put down is $1,600, and I'm not putting down anymore. He's like, okay, well, right now this is the best offer we can choose. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm not gonna come in today. I'm gonna explore my options, and I'm just gonna go shop at other banks, and I'll let you know. He's like, okay, well, I'll let you know if the car is still here by the weekend. He tried to get me by that, because when he said that, I was like, I hope the car is still there, but I wasn't gonna budge. Like, I wasn't gonna be like, oh no, I'm gonna come and get the car. I was like, okay, well, yep, we'll talk if the car is still there. So a week goes by. I apply to like this other bank, but I didn't get approved for it. Like, my application didn't get approved. So I decided to go with their deal because it wasn't bad. It wasn't like super bad. Like, so I text him, a week goes by actually. So I text him, did I text him Friday morning? I don't even remember. I text him on a Friday morning. I'm like, hey Tyler, it's me. Just want to see if the car is available. He's like, yep, it's still here. When are you coming in? I'm like, oh, I could come in today at like 5:30. And he's like, okay, I'll see you then. So we go back to the dealership, and as soon as we get in, Tyler's waiting at the door. Like, he's ready to greeting us. Like, he's waiting at the door with the paperwork, everything printed out. So I'm like, hey. He's like, hey, welcome back. So he gives me the paperwork and he gives me a pen, and I'm looking at the paperwork. It's a whole different deal than what he had gave me over the phone when I left that morning when he called. I'm like, this is not the deal you gave me, because I had that in my head. Like, they came with a whole new deal, bigger payments. I'm like, this is not what you had given me over the phone initially. He's like, what was the deal? Thank God I had it written down. I had texted to my friend and I had written it down. Thank God I had it in my phone. So I told him what the deal was. He's like, all right, let me go back and see what I can do. So he's like, he goes back for a little bit. Of course, he takes another 30 minutes in finance, and he comes back again with the deal that that we had agreed on the phone. So he's like, okay, so right now we're just you're gonna go to finance, you're gonna do your payments, but the payments have to be in cash. Of course, you either have to bring cash, money order, or cashier's check or something like that, and also or a debit card. So he's like, they're gonna bring you back to finance, and we're gonna get all the paperwork situated. So I go back to finance. I talk to the finance lady. Why is this so bright? Like, I feel like you can barely see the colors on my face. I'll go back to finance and we talk about, you know, my loan agreement, my payment and my interest and stuff like that. And then from there she brings, like, they have these like package deals where you'll get like these benefits with the dealership, but you have to pay, it'll be extra payments on top of like your monthly payment already. And I'm like, no, I don't want any of that. The lady like tried to like negotiate with me. I think they wanted me to get GAP insurance or GAP something, GAP. If you look it up, you'll see the benefits of it. But she really wanted me to get that, basically, so if something ever happens to the car, I don't just lose out in just lose out. Because if something happens to the car, I'll still be responsible for paying off the car. And, you know, if the car is totaled or something like that, like, I won't have the car, but I'm still going to be responsible for paying off the car. So there's like this insurance where if something ever happens with the car, like, it'll be forgiven or something like that. Like, I won't have to like do any payments. It's going to be covered. I'm not too sure of it. I have to go back and read what is it exactly, but I won't be at a complete loss, you know. So she was like, she really wants me to get that, which I get, like, just for safety procedures. But one, my payments was already kind of a bit over my budget and what I had planned and what I wanted my payments to be. So I was kind of like, no, I don't want them. She was like, okay, so what if I can bring it down to like a couple of bucks? Like, she said like $7 or like $8, something like that. I'm like, all right, $7 won't kill me, because it was like $30. I'm like, no, I'm not paying that extra. Like, I have a budget, like, you know, like, I have other bills that I have to pay for, so I gotta be real realistic and like plan and just be real realistic about my bills. So she's like, so what if I could bring it down to like $7? Would you be interested then? I'm like, all right, $7 is not bad, I'll do it, whatever. So she goes back again to finance and she's discussing that with them, and she comes back, she's like, okay, they agreed. Overall, the dealership was nice. They were really trying to work with me and my budget and what I was looking for. They were really, everybody was so friendly. They were so nice, like, and they really tried to work with me and what I wanted. So she went back to finance. They were able to lower that specific insurance or whatever, that coverage. So I got that for $7. And she came back, I signed all my paperwork. And I had to get car insurance that night, because they don't let you leave the car dealership without car insurance. Like, you cannot drive off the lot unless your car is insured. So after I was done with finance, I did go ahead and call the car insurance just to get my car insured. And I didn't really search on car insurance. I just wanted to leave that day, but Tyler did tell me like the most affordable for him and the best I went with them. So I called them and I got my car insurance and everything situated, and I signed the rest of my paperwork. You know, they brought the car back to get it like fill up the tank and to wash the car, and also to tint it a bit, because supposedly in Texas, like, it's way too hot, so you have to have your windows tinted just a bit because of the heat. So they did all that they were supposed to with the car, and they were done with that. I was done with getting the insurance. I sent them proof of the insurance, and they, you know, everything was done. Like, everything was finalized. I had the car, you know, the car was mine. I signed all the paperwork, you know, like, it was my car basically. So he brings the car around, we go to the car. You know, it's so nice and clean. It's like a brand new car. It still has all like these stickers and all these things I have to peel off of it because it's brand new. No one has ever driven that car. So he brings the car around. King and I look at it. King is so excited. We take pictures with the car, and you know, Tyler, we text Tyler the pictures, and you know, he thanks us. Everyone shakes my hand like, congrats on your new car. It was like the best feeling ever. So yeah, and we just drive home that day. Like, driving home was like the most, I was so nervous because driving in Texas, people drive crazy here, and I was trying to be so careful. Like, they say if you could drive in New York, you could drive everywhere in the world. No, baby, if you could drive in Texas, you could drive in any state in the world. But because driving here is crazy. Why do y'all drive so crazy? I just want to know. I feel like my face looks so ashy and I just look crazy. I don't know if it's like the lighting, I don't know what it is, but yeah, I just look a mess.
Without smiling. Subscribe without smiling. Now, so believe you. I'll prove it.
I'm just gonna go in with some blush.
Without smiling. Subscribe without smiling. Now watch this video and don't laugh.
Oh, my face is so dry. I need to spray it. That's why it looks like that. But yeah, driving home was like the most. I was driving at the speed limit. I was driving slow. I was very alert because, listen, this is a brand new car. I'm not playing with nobody on these roads. Don't play with me. Don't play with my car. So yeah, I came back home. I told everybody, like, that day I didn't tell anybody what I was doing. I just sent the picture to everybody once I got the car. I sent a picture to everybody like, hey, I got a car, and everybody was so excited. My family was excited, and I was excited, of course, because it's about time. I was struggling for like 7 months without a car, just taking Ubers everywhere. Like, Ubers weren't expensive, but again, they add up. And also, like, my ride would be like 10 minutes, but the Uber would take like 15 minutes to get to me. It was just so annoying. So I was so happy to get this car, and just that's one thing off of like my list. This is another answered prayer, and I really just want to like thank God, because everything in my life is happening the way it's supposed to. Like, I'm so grateful, and I'm like so happy and thankful for everything that's happening in my life. Like, I never thought I would be here. Like, I'm just very thankful, and I just want to thank Allah for everything that I have in my life, because without him, none of this would be possible. Like, I swear, like, he be listening to me. He be looking out for me, and he be standing on business about me, for real. So I'm just so thankful, and yeah, life is crazy.
So
I look crazy because the lighting is off, but I just want to show y'all what I got from Amazon to accessorize my car, and yeah, just a couple of things I got. But first I got this phone mount. Obviously because I want a phone mount just in case of GPS. I don't think I really need it because I can just have that on my display screen. I'll show you guys a tour of the car real quick, but I just want to show y'all what I got. But I got this phone mount. Let me see how durable this is. So I got it on the other side of my thing, and it seems pretty durable. So that is one of the first things I got. I got a phone mount. And what is this? I don't even know. I ordered a whole bunch of stuff. I think this is my camera mount because obviously I need a camera mount to be able to count you guys. So I did get a camera mount, and it looks like it has so many pieces to it. I'm probably not going to be able to put that together today. One, I bought this big like LED light camera for my what is this called? My mirror. The little flaps that go up. I can't remember the name, but the sun visor. That's what it was called. That's what it's called. Something like that. But I bought this big LED light mirror. It's so cute. I seen somebody else do it on their like car tour, car accessorized videos, and I was like, yeah, I need to have this in my car because the mirror on this one is so small. So I feel like this like LED mirror would be like perfect for it. So I'm just gonna take it out the box. Oh, you gotta charge it? Wow, okay. You gotta charge it. Alright. Oh my god, look how big this is. So this is how the light looks, and I think, look, that's the lighting on it. Oh, you could change the tone of the lighting and stuff. Oh, this is cool. And yeah, this is like perfect for me because the mirror on the sun visor is so small. So I think this is like perfect. This is how it looks. Oh my god, look how cool it is. Alright, so this is how it looks over here. And this mirror is like really small. So that's how that looks. Oops. So this is how it looks now with this mirror instead of the smaller one, which I think is pretty cool. Hi. But yeah. Watching me like, what the hell is this girl doing in here? Girl, I'm working, okay? So I got this little like, what is this? This little bag, I guess, to put like lotion, wipes, just car necessities that I might need. In there, I have to go to Target and grab some little necessities like lip balm and just little things that I might need, like hand sanitizer and stuff like that. So I just bought this to put that in there, like little Clorox wipes, like my charger. So I have these hand sanitizer, and I'm gonna even put this charger in there. So that's why I got that. Instead of the armrest. And I don't know what this is. I hope I ain't just pick up some nonsense. Oh, yeah, definitely need this. So I just got this like little document organizer, so I can put like my car registration and my insurance and stuff in here. Once I do get all that information, I can just have it organized in here and then put in my glove compartment so it's not just all over the place. So I got this to just help organize my paperwork in the car. So dust cleaning gel, it's like a gel and you just use it. It just helps get the dust out of your car. Let me just open it. It's literally like a little jelly. And when your car gets dusty, ew, just use it. And like this, you just use it and it takes away. Oh, it does work. Wow. Let me get y'all some video. So it goes like this. There's not really that much dust on here because this is a new car, but this is how that goes. It did have a little bit of dust. Like, look at this dust particle over here. See? And it just cleans it up. I got this little like Arabic chain just for my mirror, because my first car that I got when I was in New York, my dad, he kind of put something like this in there, and I kind of wanted to put it in my car too because I felt so safe in that car. So I'm gonna put this little thing on there. It has Allah's name on there, so I'm just gonna hang it in my car. And yeah, it has two sides. I can't read Arabic. I can only say my surahs in Arabic, but I can't read Arabic, so I'm not too sure what it says, but I know this side says Allah. I'm not sure what the back says. But so that's how that looks. Like this. Yeah, just to bless my car, because without Allah, this would not have been able to, this would not have. Is a little, this is a car trash can that I can use. It comes with 2 trash cans and like a bag hook, so I can put that in a bag, so when King comes in, he doesn't just throw his bag on the floor. He can hook it onto this. And also it comes with like plastic bags for the trash cans as well. So I'm happy that I got that, so there's just not trash all over the place, because in my first car, I used to just throw trash all over the floor. Granted, it was an older car. I didn't really care for it that much, but I still should have taken care of it because it's still my car. But I used to just throw trash everywhere, and this car is not gonna be like that. Ooh, but trash is not like super big. This is how big it is. And these are the little trash bags, so I'm gonna open one now. Just put one in there. And put this at the bottom. I'm just gonna put the little trash bag in there. So that way when we have trash, we're just not throwing it on the floor, because I want to keep my car clean as possible. And then you just put the trash cover on top, and that's how that looks. And then you could just put the trash right there. I'm gonna put this over there. Oh shoot, what is going on with me today? Like, what's up? Are you okay? I'll put this over there. And I did show you guys that. Oh, and this is the phone mount that why is it not focusing? This is the phone mount. I just put my phone up there. And this is the camera mount, but I think this is like a whole process to put up. So I'm gonna take this inside and try to figure it out and try to get it to mount. And again, this is the registration and insurance card holder that I'm gonna put in my glove compartment. And this is the organizer that I just stuffed everything in there. So I had to switch to my camera because my phone camera because my camera died. Excuse the quality. I'm trying the best that I can. It's really hard filming in a car. Everybody's coming out and looking at me like I'm crazy, and I just want to get this video like out. So the last thing I actually got, I was sent, thank you so much to, if I'm not mistaken, Saker, Sakeer, company, for sending me this. I was actually in the market looking for a car vacuum, and they were kind enough to send me one. So I am gonna go and open this. This is the first impressions. I haven't used it yet. I haven't even opened the box yet, but they reached out and they wanted to send me a car vacuum, and I was already in the market looking for one, so it was perfect. So this is how it looks. It's just a little car vacuum. Saker Plus, or Saker Company, they sent me this this car vacuum. I was in the market looking for one anyways, and they reached out and they wanted to send me one. So we are gonna see how this car vacuum works. They are on Amazon. You can go and search up their company and look up for this specific this specific vacuum. They sent me the 3-in-1 HL-122 vacuum cleaner, and it's pretty small. It's I don't know if it has a battery or if it's chargeable, but I know it's like a little tiny charger. Oh, you do have to charge it. I mean, it's like a little tiny vacuum, but this is how the vacuum look, and I feel like it's perfect because it's not too big. Like, I can store it in the back somewhere and it won't take up too much space in my car. It has like a filter in it, and I think they did give me an extra filter as well that came in. So this is the filter if I need to change out the filter, so it comes with the extra filter. It probably needs to be charged. Oh, that sucks. I wanted to try it like right here. Ooh, let's try it out. Let's try it out and see what Saker is talking about. Let's try it out. Oh, and it comes with a little dust bag as well that you can just store it in. So this is going to be very helpful. It comes with, I'm not sure what this is, but I'm sure it's like a nozzle piece that you use to help clean your car as well. So it's like one of those pieces, and it does come with extra pieces like a little brush nozzle, the long ones. It comes with different nozzles that you can use to, you know, clean your car. I think I'm gonna use this one. I'm gonna take this one off. So I'll use this one. I think this is the right one. And it does come with a charger, so you do have to charge it. So it does come with a charger. You can probably do that in your car. So we are gonna try this out. Setting, so let's try with the highest setting. But this little vacuum beats vacuuming up everything. Look, it got so much like dust, because I don't know, for some reason when King gets in my car, he brings in so much like dust and just particles from the outside. So it was already dusty back there, so it did get all that dust cleaned up and little rock particles from outside and whatever else he carries on his shoes and his backpack and stuff like that. So this is really gonna come in handy, and I love how small it is. So thank you so much for Saker for sending me this little car vacuum, and make sure you go check them out. I'll leave the link to the product. So this is the car. This is the inside of the car. It's dark, y'all, but I'm gonna try to get a video as best as I can. This is the back. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to this video, and I apologize for the quality of the video. I know it's not like how it usually is, clear and crisp, but it was due to the lighting and the area that I was in. It was very dark. Like I said, we have an indoor garage, so it's pretty dark in there, not much sunlight, and I tried my best. But I hope you guys did get to enjoy this video, and if you did, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, and make sure to leave me a comment down below with, I don't know, just say hello. Any recommendations, anything you want to say down below, just leave it down below. And also make sure that you subscribe to my channel and turn on your bell notifications so you don't miss out on any other videos that I post up. And again, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.